Assalamu alaikum children, and welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Corner on Hilaal TV. My name is Samira and I'll be keeping you company every single day. Have you been watching? Have you been watching on DSTV channel 347? Or have you been watching on YouTube? Wherever you're watching from, don't forget to send us a message. We love hearing from you. Do you remember that special number? Come on, say it with me. 065 863 1440. Children, today we have another exciting lineup. I'm so excited to be here. We get to read stories and we're going to do some arts and crafts too. Will you be joining us? I hope so, inshallah. So let's not waste any time. Let's quickly take out our wonderful book of stories and let's start reading. Today I have a fantastic story for you. This story is a special story. This story is a story that will make you smile. Do you know what it's about? Come on, I'm not going to tell you. Instead, let's read it together. The story says, "You should like for others." But wait, doesn't that sound familiar? That's right. It's from the hadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam that teaches us something to the effect. You should like for others what you like for yourself. Children, do you do that? Do you like for others what you like for yourself? Do you even know what that means? Let me tell you. It means if you like a big chocolate for yourself, then that should be what you want to give for others. If you like a giant piece of cake, then that's what you should like for others too. If you like for people to speak to you gently, then you should speak gently to others. And that way, by following the sunnah, you will get a reward from Allah. Let's not waste any time now. Let's read our wonderful story. Our story says, the wonderful smell of pies wafted through the house. "Mommy, I'm hungry," said Amatullah. "Please wait 5 minutes, dear," said Mummy. "The pies are not yet ready." Although they were almost done, they were too hot to eat. "I know what we can do while we wait," said Mummy. "Let's go and wash our hands, gargle our mouths, sit down and read our du'as before eating. Then call your little sister and brother too. That way, everybody will be ready to eat." Amatullah did as Mummy asked. She called her brother to eat. When they had all washed their hands, removed their shoes and sat down, Amatullah recited durood. Wow, what a wonderful way to get a reward from Allah, isn't it? "Did you know," said Amatullah, "if you read durood just once, you will get 10 blessings from Allah. How amazing is that?" Amatullah also read the hadith that she had chosen for the day. The hadith said, "You should like for others what you like for yourself, and dislike for others what you dislike for yourself." This was followed by an explanation. They also read the dua and said, "Bismillah." It was a reminder for everybody. Everyone took the name of Allah and got ready to eat the scrumptious, yummy pies. Mommy carefully laid a platter of pies on the table. She also put some soup. She told her children, "Don't worry, you can start eating. I'll eat a bit later when Dad comes home." The sight of the pies and the smell of it went through their noses. It made them hungrier and hungrier. Children, do you know that feeling when your favorite food smell fills the house? The little children had watering mouths. Each one wanted to pass the platter around so that they could help themselves. Just then, the phone rang. someone was on a call. Mummy left and decided to go and answer. By now, everyone had eaten their first pie and was reaching for a second. But then, Big Brother Jalil did something very naughty. Instead of just taking one pie, he took 4. Not to be outdone, the middle brother Javid decided, no, he couldn't take just one. If her big brother had taken 4, he had to take 4 too. That left only one for Amatullah, who got very, very upset, and she began to cry. Mummy, she said, Jalil and Javed are not being fair. They took 4 pies each. They filled their platters and left only one for me, she said. Fortunately, Mummy's call was over, and so she decided to come and see what the fuss was about. Put everything down, said Mummy. What was going on? I told her to eat quietly, said Jalal. That's not very nice, said Mum. Why were you making so much noise? Well, said Amatullah, this is what happened. She then explained to Mummy what had happened from the time Mum had left. Mummy heard the whole story, but Jalal tried to deny it and said, No, Mummy, that's not what happened. But before anything else, Mummy stopped all of them and said, You see, children, this is not fair. I love you all the same, and so I would hope you all behave well. I'm not going to take any sides, but we need to share the pies equally. Everybody sat together and decided to give everyone the same amount. Mummy asked, What was the hadith that we read before you started? Amatullah said, We should like for others what we like for ourselves and dislike for others what you dislike for yourself. The boys remembered and they felt very bad for grabbing all the pies and leaving only one for Amatullah. They then said sorry and decided to share the pies equally. Mummy said, You remember the hadith so well, Alhamdulillah, but we need to be fair in the future. When you're finished eating one, you may help yourself to another. But remember, if you put too many in your plate, it could go to waste and leave nothing for someone else. The boys had learned their lesson and they promised never to do it again. Children, when you're eating with your siblings, brothers and sisters, or even your family and friends, are you kind and generous? And did you remember to read your du'as? I hope so, inshallah. Remember, children, if we like for others what we like for ourselves and dislike for others what we dislike for ourselves, we are following the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then, just like Amatullah, we too can get a reward from Allah, isn't it? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Just by doing something so small, we can get a giant reward from Allah, insha'Allah. Children, did you learn a lesson? I know I did. What was the lesson? Can you tell me? That's right. We learned if you love for others what you love for yourself and dislike for others what you dislike for yourself, then you will be following the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and you will be happy, insha'Allah. Now children, I want to go for a quick break. And when we come back, inshallah, we're going to do some easy drawing. Would you like to do some easy drawing with us? If you would, then come on, let's put the book away and get out your color pencils, your markers, your crayons, your fancy paper, your scissors and Pritt, and all your art supplies. Do you know what we'll be making today? It's a surprise. You'll have to come back to find out. Stay tuned. Welcome back, children. I'm so excited. I love doing arts and crafts. Sometimes I get it perfect, and other times it looks a little bit messy. But no matter what, no matter how good or bad, I carry on drawing and I carry on using the wonderful colors that I have. Why do I do this? To boost my creativity, of course, and just because drawing and coloring and painting is so much fun. Children, do you enjoy doing crayons and painting and pastels and using markers and color pencils and twisties too? I love using the wonderful colors and drawing and coloring too. When we do this, we remember to take the name of Allah and make the dhikr of Allah. So even while we're playing around, we get a reward from Allah. Now, little Amatullah's story gave me a wonderful idea. I think we need to draw a pie. Do you think you'll be able to draw one with me? Come on, let's try. If we get it right, Alhamdulillah. If we don't, that's okay. We can try, and try again. For our little pies, this is what we'll need. A pencil to shade everything out. You can use a thick pencil or a thin pencil. If you're a little one and still using tri-grips, that's okay. You can use whatever you can manage. You'll need some colored paper. It can be white paper, green, yellow, red, blue, scrap paper, cardboard, anything you can find at home. You can use any color and any shape you have. If you have paper with lines, that's okay. You can use that too. You're going to need some markers and some color pencils to color everything in. If you'd like to paint it, that will be fun. Don't forget to send us a picture on our special number. I want to see the beautiful drawings that you have done. Come on, children, let's do our pie from our story of Amatullah and the little boys. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out our little storybook. Now this way, we can check the picture and see. Will we be getting it close? I hope so, Insha'Allah. This is what the picture looks like. Can you see it? This is the little picture of the pie that I want to draw. I think we can manage this one and this one too. Which should we choose? This one or this one? If you'd like, you could draw them both. I'm going to pick this one. I'm not going to do it in black and white. We're going to do it as colorful as we might. Let's leave the picture over here for now and let's start shading in. Remember, when you use a pencil first before going in with a marker or a crayon, if we make a mistake, we can simply erase it out. It's okay to make a mistake. Just fix it up and start again. Come on, don't forget to say Bismillah. The first thing we're going to do is start off by making the little dome. I'm going to do that by making a semicircle. Can you make a semicircle too? The next thing we're going to do is join the semicircle at the bottom. I know it looks very light, but don't worry, we're going to go over it nice and dark. Then we're going to make a line going down on either side. We're going to join it just like that. Then I'm going to make the little base. And by doing that, I'm going to go down this way and make my little plate. Just like that. Look, children, I've made a little sketch. Let's go over it now. Let's start with the base. We made a line going down and a line going down this way. Then we made the bottom of the plate. We joined it at the top, just like that. Now we're going to make our pie. What color will you be making yours? I'm going to start off with a brown. We're going to go over, and this will be the yummy pastry that sticks out on the top. Then we're going to make a little line going across. And don't forget the top of our pie, which goes like this. We're going to go to the other side now and join it there. Alhamdulillah, we have something that looks somewhat like a pie, don't we? Now, let's start making it look real. I'm getting hungry just by thinking of it. While we do that, let's add some details with our marker. I'm going to stay with the brown. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to make a little circle over here, another semicircle over here, and one over here. Look, it's 3 little ovals. I'm also going to take the black marker and make steam come out of the top to show how hot our pie really is. Remember, children, you can draw anything you like. If you see a picture, take a try. If it doesn't look like what you want it to, you can erase it and start again. For now, let's take a color pencil or a twisty or some crayons and color it in. While we're coloring, let's make the dhikr of Allah. I'm going to start off with the pie, and I'm going to color this part in brown. What color will you be making yours? Remember, when you're coloring, go in one direction, either left to right or up and down. While you're coloring, don't forget to make the dhikr of Allah. Let's say Subhanallah. Say it with me, children. Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. Half of our pie is now colored. Let's say Alhamdulillah while we're coloring the other side. Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Look, children, our pie is starting to take shape. How does yours look? I can't wait to see it. I'm sure it will look better than mine. Don't forget to send us a special picture on our special number. Do you remember our number? Say it with me, children. 065 863 1440. I love seeing all the wonderful pictures that you sent me. MashaAllah, you're all so wonderful at drawing and coloring too. Just like that. Now, I want to make some sauce coming out of the side. Should I make it brown or should I make it a different color? I think I'm going to keep it brown, but I'm going to do a little edging of red. I think this has to be a strawberry pie. Come on, children, let's add some details. Just like that, you can make the sauce coming out on the side. You can make it an apple pie. You can make it a blueberry pie. You can make it a yummy strawberry pie. You can make it a savory pie. Maybe chicken or steak or vegetables too. You can do whatever you like. I've made mine a strawberry pie now. It's time to sort out the base. I'm going to take my brown and color the bit at the bottom. Will you do it with me? Bit at the bottom. Hey, that could be the next tongue twister. How fast can you say it? Bit at the bottom, bit at the bottom, bit at the bottom, bit at the bottom. Don't forget to make the dhikr of Allah while you're coloring in. Let's say Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Just like that. Now for our base, what color will you be using? Will you draw some wonderful pictures at the bottom, like flowers and hearts and stripes and circles? Or will you be coloring yours in one color? I'm going to use one color because mine is going to be like a foil base. I want it to look so real. But remember, you can make the bottom of your pie holder and your plate any color you like. Don't forget to send me a picture. Let's take out a color now. I'm going to do mine in grey. I don't have a silver, but I'm sure the grey will look good too. If you have silver, you can stick on some glitter. How wonderful would that look? MashaAllah. While we're coloring in, let's say La ilaha illallah. 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 Remember to color in one direction so that it looks nice and neat. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. And just like that, I'm done. Do you remember how we drew our wonderful pie? This makes me hungry. Children, will you be drawing a pie with us? Did you do the first one or the second one? Or did you do both? Send me a picture. I can't wait to see it. Children, I want to draw more and more and more, but we've run out of time. Don't worry, I'll be back again real soon, inshallah. Until next time, fi amanillah, ma'as salama.